that side of the left foot, right arm can reach up. So you either stay here in Uttita Parshvottanasana B, or you can move into a half bind or a full bind, whatever feels right in the body right now. Bring the left lung up towards the ceiling. Keep left knee bent to 90. 2 more breaths. One more deep breath in. And out. If you're bound, release it. And then we'll take both hands down. Frame the left foot. Raise your right heel and lower the knee. So back leg is like a swoosh. Knee is far behind your hip. Left heel is right beneath your left knee. And then from here, we're going to start to rock side to side on the meniscus, on that right kneecap. And we're looking for mobility in the right hip. So you feel an opening through the front of the hip, which might radiate all the way around to the back. Try to keep the chest open and the shoulders soft. Breathe. And again, if you're moved by the movement, if you're moved by the music, you can feel it. You can let it move you in any way that feels nice in your body. 2 more breaths. And inhale, go ahead, come back, center, top to back toes, and exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Yawn out the body, elongate arms and legs, lift up through the belly. If you'd like to, you can move through any transition of your choosing. And a meeting in dog, just take a moment to bounce a little bit. You can feel the rhythm and you can feel all the soft tissue loosening its grip around the bone. So you're just starting to open up the ligaments and the joints and the tendons and really just even letting all the fat and muscle kind of bounce and shake off the bone. In a way, kind of like you're twerking, but it doesn't have to be so formal. And then you can go ahead and slowly walk your feet forward towards your hands. Take a moment to hang over the legs. Let it drip heavy once again, captioning the spine again, letting it go. So important to hang. And just feel a little free bounce kind of happen in your body. And maybe you keep the upper body hanging over the lower body, or maybe you start to bounce and shake your way up to stand. And don't think of this in any way like a formal dance. Just start to let yourself bounce and shake. Think of it more tribal. Think of it as an opportunity to shake off stress, to shake out tension, right? When animals get stressed out, when they, see danger coming, they'll often freeze or they'll take off. And then after that, you'll see them shake it out to try and let go of that stress and tension. So feel that this is just a nice, shaking out of all the quarantine, all the stress, all the fear, all the worry. If it's open to anything else, let that go. But it doesn't have to be formal. Just feel yourself inviting release into the body. Can you check out some sound? That's a little more, letting it go. If you're moved to keep moving in that way, shaking it out, releasing pent-up tension, emotion, stress, and worries, go for it. Otherwise, you can start to find stillness and feel continuous pulsation of energy even through the stillness. You can take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, and just feel yourself coming back into your center, coming back on board. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, inhale, reach the arms overhead, gaze up to see the prayer. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the ground, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine, flat back open through your chest. And then exhale, hands down. You can move through a transition if you'd like. Otherwise, let's just meet back in a dog. Inhale, lift the right leg into the air. Open out your right hip, bend the knee, circle the foot. Circle in the other direction. And then square your hips and draw your right knee outside of the right wrist. So we're going to start to wind down our energy right now. If you have a cushion nearby and your butt is lifted off the ground, you can always stick a cushion beneath your seat. And then inhale, lift your chest. We're going to do a couple undulations here. You can walk your fingertips out to the side. You're going to undulate the spine down and then undulate back up. And undulate down. Rising up. 3 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. 2 more. And from here, you can walk your hands forward. You can stay on your hands. You can lower onto the elbows and forearms. If your hips feel open, you're welcome to lower all the way down and rest. Also, if you have a cushion or a pillow nearby that you want to rest your upper body on, that's a lovely option. Inhale, let's come to sit up. You'll swivel onto both sit bones, and you're gonna reach your left toes up and keep the outer edge of your right leg to the ground. Take your right hand outside of your right hip, spin the hips up, reach the left arm over the ear, open your chest here. And then we'll come back down and we'll turn towards the left leg and fold. Don't worry so much about going deep and grabbing for the foot. Focus more on keeping your chest open, collarbones wide, and then reaching over the leg from there. Inhale, sit up. We'll go ahead and we'll turn back towards the right, tuck your back toes, lift the right leg up and back into the air, open out your right hip. You can stay here like we did before, or you can flip your dog. Step the right foot around behind you, pull both frontal hip points up, lean back into it, look back to see the right palm. And then inhale, come back into your dog. Exhale, pause here. Inhale, lift the left leg into the air, open out the hip for a moment, bend the knee, circle the foot, other direction, and then extend the leg straight back, square the hips, and exhale, draw your left knee outside of your left wrist, coming into pigeon on the left side. Again, if you're tipping to the left side or if your butt is lifted, just grab a cushion, a blanket, a pillow, a couch cushion, anything that works to fill the space between the floor and your seat. And then walk your fingertips off to the sides. Inhale, lift your chest, arch back, and exhale, fold down. One more time. Inhale, rising. Exhale, releasing. One more time. This is one of my favorite songs that I'm hearing right now. If you feel inclined to get out of this pigeon and dance, I don't discourage that. So from here, we're gonna fold forward. You can either rest on your forearms, keep your hands on the ground, or maybe even slide all the way forward into a nice close position to the earth. And just breathe. Inhale, come to sit up. And then we're gonna shift into both buttocks and then flip your right toes up. From here, your left knee is bent. And you'll take your left hand outside of your left hip, spin the hips up, reach the right arm overhead. Pull both frontal hip points forward and up. Let yourself be inspired by the music. And let's go ahead and lower our seat down. Turn your torso towards the right leg, frame the right foot, and then reach forward. Don't worry about going deep. Shoulders back, straight spine, collarbones wide. We're combating all this work we're doing on the computer and all the slouching we're doing from sitting on our couch. We're opening the chest and then not sacrificing that to go deeper over the leg. If you want more depth, you can pull the toes back. One more deep breath in. And out, inhale, come to sit up. You'll turn towards the left leg, tuck your right toes, lift your left leg into the air, open out the hip. You can stay here or optionally flip your dog. Both frontal hip points reach up towards the ceiling. Go ahead, come back into your dog. Lower the shins and the knees to the ground, cross the ankles, bring your seat behind your feet, and come to lay on your back with your knees bent. Feet parallel, hip distance apart. On an inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your back, clasping the palms together. Tailbone reaches towards your knees. Fists reach toward your heels. Press the back of the head down, resetting your cervical spine, your neck in good alignment, ears over the shoulders. And then release the arms, release the hips. Windshield wiper the knees a little bit side to side. Hug the knees in. One final little supine twist. First, make little circles on the sacrum, letting your whole lower back widen and release. And then drop your knees to the left, scoot your hips to the right. Look out to see your right palm. Knees to the height of the belly button, hips level with the right shoulder. Come back through center. Switch sides, scoot your hips to the left. Drop the knees to the right. Look out to see the left palm. Come back center. Hug the knees into the chest. And we'll just take a moment of stillness and rest. Let the legs release. Let the body heavy. Let your jaw relax. And just feel yourself letting go. can begin to invite a little more breath into the body. You can take a big stretch, reaching arms and legs nice and long. Hug the knees into the chest, roll to one side, pause for a moment in the fetal position. And then make your way up to a comfortable seat. Sitting tall with the eyes closed. Just let yourself receive the moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out of the mouth. One more in. And let it go. Hands to a prayer at your heart. Thank you guys so much for carving out some time to practice for me and to do this all for our beloved Helix for his birthday, and all in the name of charity. What a beautiful human being he is. So as much as you can today, make sure you let him know how much you appreciate him and love him, and let's dedicate our efforts collectively towards him and towards that fulfillment of every prayer that he has, that it becomes answered. Namaste, guys. I love you, Helix.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Love you.